for joining us on our RC project. This is a special segment. We're on location. You know, with websites like Perez Hilton and television shows like TMZ, celebrities' addiction is something that we see front and center, but it isn't just high-profile celebrities that deal with this issue. So we're here at the Sante Center for Healing to talk about it. Brittney, thank you so much. Where are we? This beautiful place in Argyle.
This is a beautiful place. This is a place where people come for addiction treatment. We do dual diagnosis, but we treat drug and alcohol addiction. We treat gaming, shopping addiction, eating disorders, and sexual addiction.
So anything that you have a challenge with?
Yes.
And the patients actually can live here, correct?
Yes, we have a residential facility up on the hill. We have IOP services, which is intensive outpatient, and then we also have outpatient services.
So how important is it for the families to get involved and to educate them as well?
Well, the illustration I like to use is the illustration of a baby mobile. When one part is touched, the whole thing is impacted, but not necessarily in the same way. So when there's energy given to one part of the family system, then everyone has to adapt. Many times it's dysfunctional, and there's a lot of healing that needs to take place in each person represented in the family.
So they need rehab almost just as much as the patient does, correct?
Absolutely.
So family members get to come and visit. Can you tell us about the facility and all of the different things that you can do here?
We take a very holistic approach to treatment. So mind, body, and spirit. You know, they can walk and talk and just kind of reconnect that way.
And is there time with their families when they're here limited? How often do they get to come and visit? How often do y'all recommend that they do these family management programs?
We keep that limited just because there's so much going on that we want to make sure that there's not too much time to mull over issues that haven't been dealt with yet.
In most cases, the enabler is in the family. How do you break that cycle?
Well, 9 times out of 10, there's an enabler. So part of that process of me reaching out is inviting them to our Tuesday night family group. The second part is an actual process group where they have the opportunity to support one another.
And what are some ways that they can support their family member that's in rehab while they are outside of these walls?
There's several things. Definitely getting involved with an individual therapist. If there's children, you know, finding a therapist for them. And then definitely, you know, the 12-step support groups, you know, because then they can be surrounded by a body of people that are going through exactly what they're going through.
Because I think sometimes parents tend to not want to talk about it with their kids because they're ashamed, or even with their relatives because they feel ashamed or they're trying to hide it. But really, it's the best way to get through it is to address it and confront it and
Absolutely.
Learn about it.
Don't be afraid to ask for help from your family or from your support system, whoever that is, your church. You know, let them know, I need support right now, and don't be afraid to do that. Don't be ashamed to do that.
I think that that's such a great point. And thank you so much for just sharing what the Sante Center is, and that, you know, addiction is not a dirty word. Rehab is not a dirty word. These are issues that so many of us, not just celebrities, are dealing with. And I know it was a serious RC project, but something we definitely wanted to get out there. So thank you so much for joining us. And
yes,
back over to you guys in the news.
All right, get set for your favorite shows tonight on the 33. It starts with The Family Guy, The Simpsons, and 2.5 Men.